Hey everyone, today fourth and last blaster in the X-Shot skin series, which is really the new one for X-Shot here, the last 10. I'm that old nerve guy, welcome to Tag. Last but not least in the X-Shot skin series, at least I think, is this last stand blaster. The silhouette is very sci-fi, very reminiscent to me of maybe Halo in that configuration. Correct me if I'm wrong. This thing is pretty interesting. I think it's a 14 round drum. Comes with 16 dart. Got a stock on it. The nice full paint Warzone deco on it. I mean, everything is painted, the little screw, the little switch, even the interior of the stock, the warning marks everywhere. I mean, this one is really popping. All the details on it, all the little thing here and there, and I can't even see it, but yeah, there's even more detail on the prime grip. So let's not lose any more time, open this thing and get a feel for it. So in that package we have 16 of the new X-Shot Dart, the blaster chart like in every skins blaster, and this drum-fed pump action with Picatinny rail on top, which is like the second X-Shot blaster to have it on it. This is really cool, with a stock. I mean, normally X-Shot do either the stock or the pump action. It's never both. Now they gave us both into one blaster, which is pretty neat. I mean, the amount of detail on it, even on the grip, the full wearing that is everywhere, the hazard marking, which was not even in the charts when you look at the handle, the full detail of the Warzone deco, and yeah, there is a lot of detail and small serial number and a lot of thing on it. Every little screw is highlighted. This is awesome. But now, let's put those aside. Now, for a feel of it. Because I have to say, this thing is, I think it's lighter than the Dread. It's very, very close, and they are not the same size at all. Oh my god. This is not promising. This blaster, I had very, very good hope, because when you press on it, it's not as flexy as the Flux and the Dread. This is nothing compared to it. The only place it could compare to it is on this front here. This is alarmingly flexy. I mean, I could punch my finger through it or close. And now the big thing, the flex. See, this blaster is pretty straight, but it doesn't take much to twist it on the side. I think it's because, yeah, it's a pump action. Since the plastic is very, very thin, all the force needs to be transmitted here. But the way it is built, because there is like one common point with those X-Shot skin blaster, is that you got a lot of screw everywhere. You can remove, you can take them apart rather easily. But those are like two separate part of a clamshell, like two cover that are screwed on a backbone. And this is, I don't know if this one is the same, because this one looks like there is a two-part shell with some other part on it. But for the other blaster, it's like you got a black backbone and you got the colorful part screwed on each side, and that thing makes the blaster a little less rigid than a regular two-part shell that clamp to each other and that almost get more rigidity. Those, you get some flex. Maybe it's the length of the screw, maybe it's some reinforcement that could be made inside, but I'm pretty sure oh, I haven't noticed that there is a fake ammo counter on the blaster, which has 12. I'm kind of disappointed it says 12 and there is 14 rounds on it, but it's okay. It's a fake switch. Fool me here. This thing is very well made and doesn't look like a bad blaster, and the stock almost look usable. We're gonna take an outside look on it, but the stock almost look usable. The length is good. Oh. There is slam fire on this thing. Neat. Yes, this thing even has slam fire, which I didn't know of. That's pretty cool. Let's chrono this thing, shoot it on target, and come back for a final word. Not perfect, but it's a new blaster, and with some slight improvement, it could be a great one. But first, let's try it. Chronograph test for this last 10 blaster with the included skin start. That thing is skipping on me. I mean, it skipped one dart every 2 darts. This is weird. Okay. That is a little low. That's a 77 average, but that's pretty much the FPS you're gonna output with the blaster. That's kind of way below X-Shot average, which is 80 and plus. That's weird. The flagship blaster, the most beautiful, the one with the most improvement, except there. That's disconcerting a bit, honestly. But nonetheless, still a very frank 77 FPS average, really, judging by the numbers. Let's go check that on target if it's any accurate, because I kind of dig the sight on it. This is kind of awesome, the way it's made, aligned with the Picatinny. So we're going to try that on and come back for a final word on it. This last 10 blaster. Honestly, the ergonomics on it works pretty well. I mean, it shoulder quite nicely. This is a good size blaster, and the pump grip is at the right place. We got Picatinny. They did that on the Fortress. I was quite happy to see that we had Picatinny on this one too. Really nice from X-Shot. But then there is kind of a flex problem, like what we had with the Dread. But this one, it's kind of a lot worse. Nonetheless, it seems like holding together, because this is the only part that feels so thin and flexible that I can always push my finger through. For the rest, feel very solid, and that's a good point, because this thing not only have problem on its construction, but I feel like, I don't know if it's my particular unit, but I can guarantee you I will shoot only 7 darts and continue to skip in the same 7 darts unless I pay attention to my priming. And that was kind of a problem. It happened to me during the fire test, it happened to me during the chronograph test. That is really alarming. There must be a spring somewhere inside that is too loose, that allows too much of a rotation, because this does not seem like it's skipping cylinder. It's really kind of nice, but the thing is, if I prime it, at one moment it will skip a dart. If you just prime like too hard in the middle, you see, it will just skip your dart. And if you just go very, very gently, and even there, you need to not hit the portion where it rotates the cylinder, otherwise it will spin. You see, it's pretty crazy the way this thing moves. And that's the main flaw of this blaster. Like I said, don't know if it's only mine, but this thing skips dart. And then there's the performance, which are similar to the flux, like a little under what X-Shot will give us normally. I'm really disappointed in this last one. I was expecting an 85-ish blaster FPS with a good drum system like X-Shot normally have. This one have its flaw. Nonetheless, this is one of the most beautiful shell, not speaking about the deco, but the shape of it, that X-Shot provided us. This thing is awesome. I just think I'm gonna try to make it mag fed with whatever blaster I'm gonna insert into that thing. It should be awesome shooting half dart with a, with Talon mag inside. And the shape is pretty nice. The stock kind of fit me okay with the priming. I think I could run a blaster like that. Then again, superb deco everywhere, but this might be in the way of painting. So this last one, unless I know for sure that it's not only my blaster that skip dart, if it's all of them that skip that much, I can't recommend this thing, because this blaster is just unreliable in its indexing. But really, I can't recommend it in the end. This is not the performance from the flagship blaster of a new line that I was expecting. The drum feeding, I can accept. The front loading, it's X-Shot, perfect, but now they had a nice system with a good pump grip in front and a stock, and it just not working for whatever reason. I'm gonna have to open it to find that out. That's it for this video. In the meantime, you can always follow me on Facebook and Instagram at @ThatOldNerfGuy. Please leave a like and comment, subscribe for more content. Don't forget to hit that bell to notify for my latest video. This was Dave Fatag. Thank you for watching. See you next time. Bye.